Hey guys, it's MazeMan112, and today's video is going to be something that's a little bit different. It doesn't really talk about Call of Duty, but it is going to be something that relates to a lot of you guys out there because a lot of you guys are also fellow content creators. And I get asked a lot about partnerships. And the number one question I get asked is, how do I get a partnership? And what are the requirements for a partnership? Now, a lot of videos have been made on what exactly you can do. And just to go ahead and touch on them briefly, really, they vary, and it all depends on what network you're trying to look for. So if you're trying to just get any kind of partnership, I think the low end you can have is about 6,500 views a month. And on the high end, I think it's over 1 million views if you want to get to one of these top tier networks. But that's not what today's video is going to be about. You guys can go ahead and search for those and kind of get those answers from other people. What I'm going to talk about is something that I don't see anybody else talking about when it comes to partnerships. And this is the dangers, the perils, the downside of becoming a partner. Now, the first thing I'm going to go ahead and discuss is the views. Now, we all are on here for one thing, and that is to get our content seen, to get recognized, and really for the interaction. And the views are what we all kind of go on in the beginning. How many views did this video get? And, how many likes did it get in this certain amount of time? And you can expect your views to actually decrease after you get a partnership. And you guys may say, that's freaking crazy. I don't believe you. Everybody that I've talked to that's gotten a partnership will say the same thing. That if your views don't decrease, they plateau. And the reason for this is it's kind of the simple fact that now before your content had no ads on it. There was no chance of anybody clicking away during that ad and kind of ruining a view for you. Now they're going to have that opportunity and you're going to see people do it. It might not be a high percentage. You might only lose, 5 to 10% of your views, your daily views or something like that. But that's pretty significant in the beginning, and it's enough for you to scratch your head and wonder why, especially since a lot of these networks will tell you that they're going to help promote you. They're going to help your channel grow. And it's just not the case. When you think about these networks are called multi-channel networks, and they're called this because they really operate by having a ton of channels and creating lots of little caches, little amounts of money from each channel in order to make it kind of a big profit. And to go ahead and break down how it goes, we'll say that you get about 10,000 views a month. Now, of these 10,000 views, about 50% of them is pretty average right now for how many are going to be mobile views. Now, if it is a mobile view, you do not get paid for a mobile view. And you can go ahead and say, Maze Man, you're freaking stupid. I watched a video today on my iPhone and I watched an ad on it. Well, that money all goes straight to YouTube. The proceeds from that ad that you would see on a mobile device go straight to YouTube. And the reason for this is, which you cannot blame YouTube for it, is that it's too hard to regulate. It's too hard to manage, and it's too hard to decipher what really is a view on the mobile side of things, because it's still kind of the wild, wild west. And why this is so important to YouTube is because a view, and what they consider a view, is how they sell all their content to the advertising companies, and really is what starts the whole revenue generating process that is YouTube. So with that being said, you guys can go ahead and expect to have right around 50% of your views after you take away the mobile views. And then from there, you got to understand that certain countries are not going to have monetized views. You're not going to be able to do that as well. And it really turns out that you have right around 30%, maybe 40% on the high end is going to be your actual monetized views. So like I said, if you're already at 10,000 views a month, you're already looking only about 3,000 to 4,000 views that are really monetized. So this is where it kind of gets a little bit sketchy and a little bit odd, because a lot of us get super excited and everything and think this is really going to have it grow. And you kind of hit this brick wall that you watch your channel plateau, and it's just super heartbreaking. And this is just why I wanted to bring attention to a lot of you guys, because I know when I went through this process, it almost puts you into, a depression, a downward spiral, just because your heart broke. You finally had reached this goal that you had set, and it takes a long time, a lot of work, a lot of effort to get there, and it's almost crushed immediately when you see that you don't have any kind of channel growth or anything like that. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any other questions that you guys would like to see me address. Make sure you guys leave it in the comment section below. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Spotlight bitches, today go ahead and talk about tips on getting some of those higher score streaks. Make sure you guys check that one out as well.
To me, you have to play an objective-based mode because there's not enough points in TDM. You might be able to go ahead and do it with free-for-all, but even with free-for-all,